Hi everybody, welcome back to the Speakeasy. Another edition for Bourbon Heritage Month. Today, Weller Antique 107. Now this is Bruzel's favorite, if I'm not mistaken. He loves Weller products. And it's a wheated bourbon, and I think he and I may have some similar taste as far as the bourbons that we prefer. We like the sweeter wheated style bourbons. However, he likes a much higher proof than I do. I prefer the 90 to 100. Can go up to 110, and you would think, okay, this one's going to be right at the top of your range, right? We're going to find out today. This is, again, Weller's Antique 107. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Now, this is distilled by the Buffalo Trace company. And I do love Buffalo Trace. So now this is, I don't know, maybe I've never compared Buffalo Trace to this side by side. This is 107 proof. Now this one is also a single barrel select. This says Swerves Barrel Age Project Number 1, Barrel Type, Honey, Cherry White Oak, Antique Weller 107. So you should have whiskey that tastes sweet yet bold with unusual floral notes and hints of vanilla in reference to the legacy of William LaRue Weller. Okay, so on the site, yeah, that's exactly what they said. Taste should be sweet, unusual floral notes coupled with vanilla, very well balanced sweet fruit notes, strong vanilla undertones, and sharp, spicy notes. Should have a cinnamon finish. It does not talk about the appearance or the aroma. So let's see what we think about the appearance and the aroma. Now it's got a nice amber caramel color. And you know, again, I've said this before, I really don't care what it looks like. If it tastes good. Now, if you're going to present food, you want food to look good. But bourbon, whiskey, scotch, it's all going to look the same. It's either going to look really weak or it's going to look really dark and strong. Now, in the bottle, this one looks darker than a lot of other whiskeys, bourbons we've got back here. For instance, let's just compare it to Buffalo Trace. See this one's much darker in the bottle than Buffalo Trace is. But I'm sure there are others that are darker than this. So all depends on how it's filtered, how the number of char on the barrel that it's aged in, etc., how long it's aged in the barrel, etc., etc. Now that does have a very light smell. To me, I do get some vanilla, a little bit of floral notes. But again, a lot of the times, to me, bourbon smells like bourbon. There's pretty much a distinctive smell to it. Sometimes you get more stronger aroma notes or flavor notes than you do in others. A lot of the times, to me, it's either sweet or spicy, weak or strong. That kind of boils it down. Smells good though. And that's a good, well-rounded bourbon. I mean, it tastes great to me. Again, I like bourbon. Matter of fact, here's the other Wellers. This will be a 2-for-1 today because I'm going to tell you what I think about this one. Now, this is the original, and this one is at 90 proof. This one's at 107, Antique 107. Let's just go ahead and give me another glass up here. And man, can I make a mess? And you know, this is one of those situations. Twist off cap, cork. I don't know why they waxed this one. Buffalo Trace, cork. So, come on, guys. Stick with one, go with it. I personally prefer the cork. I love the sound of when it pops off the top. So, compare these two. Now, if you ask me, this one has a little more of a amber color to it, the Antique 107. The Weller's Original, is that what it's called? Special Reserve. The Weller Special Reserve has more of a gold color to it. I don't think it matters what side of the, pretty much got a light centered over it. So yeah, much more amber color over here, much more goldish copper color over here with the Special Reserve. Now, again, I think that this Antique 107 has a great smell. Now, the Special Reserve, much lighter on the nose. Could be because of the difference in proof. This says that the site says this has a burnt orange hue. Yeah, I called it more of a copper, but yeah, that's true. Sweet with a presence of caramel, vanilla. You see a trend here with bourbons? I smell, I smell a little bit of almond in there. I don't know why. Okay. Now, to me, this one, the Special Reserve, is much, much smoother on the palate. It says on the tasting notes, honey, butterscotch, soft woodiness, smooth, delicate, and calm. I think that is 100% accurate. That is just, you can tell. This one I've had a little while. I just opened this one today. I do like this Special Reserve. It's just very easy to drink. It is 90 proof. This one's 107 proof. So it is much easier on the palate, much softer, much lighter. Antique 107, I think still smells great. Much spicier, much more of a hit in your mouth. Not near as smooth as the Special Reserve. This says for a finish, cinnamon finish. I think that is spot on. Yeah, you get a much spicier type of finish with this one. This one talks about smooth with a sweet honeysuckle flair. I've never eaten honeysuckle. Probably have a hard time remembering what it smells like, but I agree 100%. Very sweet and smooth. Yeah, I love that Antique 107. And I'm a Buffalo Trace kind of guy too. I just love regular Buffalo Trace. And I think that because this comes out of that same area, this one again is 90 proof, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Special Reserve is 90 proof. Delicate bourbon, hints of caramel and honey, honors one of the finest frontier pioneers. Okay, so that's about, let's see what this does. A little bit of water. Still that one, even with that little bit of water at the back of my throat, it just has that cinnamon spicy punch. Whereas this one, I don't even think that I need to add water. Although I do, again, I drink it on the rocks. Just love this stuff. See, to me, that just, this does not need any bit of water. And if I was to put it on the rocks, which I usually do, because this is 90 proof and I like it, I won't wait on the ice to start melting. I won't wait for it to get a little bit diluted from the ice melt. This one, I put on the rocks. I'm going to let it sit there for 2-3 minutes at least until I get a little bit of dilution in it. And it's probably going to even be sips for a little bit longer until there's enough of that ice melt in it and the ice has cooled it off to take that spicy kick out of it. And I have no idea why. These are both wheated bourbons. The only difference, to my knowledge, this one's 90, this one's 107. So if you know, explain to me or put it in the comments below why this one is so much spicier than this one. Is it, I don't know how they aged differently. To my knowledge, they're probably aged near the same. Again, I know that this is a special barrel select. It doesn't say from where. It doesn't have a specific location unless it's Swerves. Is Swerves a company out there that sells liquor? If so, this is Swerves Barrel Age Project number 1. If not, I have no idea what Swerves is. But anyhow, that's your Weller review today. For me, I'm going to go with Weller Special Reserve as my preferred. Weller Antique 107, obviously Bruzel's preferred, but they're both good. Both drinkable. This one's just going to be a little hotter, a little spicier. This one to me is going to be smoother, more well-rounded flavor-wise. But again, like I've always said, if it's a higher proof, to me, they usually come in sweeter. And so this one came in a little spicier. A little bit of odds there going against me. But hey, let me know what you think below. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. Be sure to give me the big thumbs up, like the video, subscribe, share with your friends and family. Come back and see us next time for our last installment for Bourbon Heritage Month. I think you'll like it.